Welcome back to my channel. So our today's topic is amine compound. There are two kinds of amine. One is aliphatic amine and another is aromatic amine. Now preparation of amine compound. From nitro compound. This is nitro. On reduction of nitro group, it will convert into amine group. And the reducing agents you people can use tin HCl, zinc HCl, iron HCl, lithium aluminum hydride or hydrogen nickel. So using these all are the reducing agents. By using this reagent, this nitro group will convert into NH2 group. So this is the way to convert nitro to amine compound. Next one from cyanide. Cyanide compound on reduction with lithium aluminum hydride, it will convert into 1 degree amine. Or you can also use hydrogen plus nickel, or you can also use sodium plus ethanol. All are reducing agents. So this CN group will convert into CH2 NH2 group. See how C triple bond C and on reduction C CN. So I will add I remove the pi bond and now I will add hydrogen with both of them. Next one from amide compound. RCO NH2 group. You can convert it into this 1 degree amine by using lithium aluminum hydride or sodium plus ethanol. Next, aldoxine. Aldoxine like RCH+MOH. This is aldoxine. So on reaction with this, using lithium aluminum hydride, this group will convert into this group. So these are the ways to convert into amine compound. Next one is Hofmann bromide degradation. It is a very important reaction. In this reaction, amide compound on reaction with bromine in presence of a base, it will convert into NH2. This CO group will vanish from the structure. Okay, or in exam they can also give, it is like that, KOBr. That means it is obtained from KOH plus Br2, it will convert into KOBr. So they may also give into that way. So this is the reagent of Hofmann bromide degradation, and it will vanish the CO group from the structure. Again for aromatic, it will convert into NH2. Reagent is same, KOBr or NaOBr. NaOBr means NaOH plus Br2. Both of them you can use for this reaction. Now next one is Gabriel-Thielemann reaction. In this reaction, you can also convert into amine, that must be aliphatic. aliphatic amine, and it is 1 degree amine. Okay, so how we can prepare amine by using this reaction? Using thelimite, this is thelimite. Thelimite on reaction with the base, it will produce a salt, it will convert into a salt. It will convert into a salt. Now, if we use alkyl halide Rx, this negative, this is delta negative, this is delta positive. Now this negatively charged will attack this positively charged, and X will goes out from the alkyl halide. So it will have CONR. Okay, N-alkyl thelimite. This is N-alkyl thelimite. Now, if you add a base or NaOH and you give some amount of heat, then it will break this way. Here hydrogen will add, and here OH. So your product will be C plus R NH2. This is our 1 degree amine. So the question is that we cannot prepare aromatic amine by using this reaction. Why? So to prepare aromatic amine, we need to take this was the salt in the intermediate step of this reaction, and we need to take such kind of aromatic halide, aryl halide. So here what is the problem? This halide group has a lone pair, so it will participate in the resonance. Okay. Because of this resonance, this CX bond becomes, this CX single bond becomes double bonded character, for which the bonds become stronger. So the problem is that if this negatively charged attacked, it will not leave. So when this negatively charged will attack, the X will not leave from the structure, because the bond becomes stronger. Because of resonance, the bonds becomes double bonded character, which is very difficult to replace, to substitute by nitrogen atom. That's why we cannot prepare aromatic amine by Gabriel-Thielemann reaction. Now Smith reaction. Using this reaction, we can also get amine compound from carboxylic acids using HN3 and concentrated H2SO4. It is HN3 is a hydrazoic acid. We can also convert from carboxylic acid to amine by, if we give PCl5, then it will convert RCOCl you can also use SOCl2. It will convert into RCOCl, then you use NH3. By giving heat, it will convert into RCO, NH2, and again you can get it by using QH plus Br. So the problem is that if we go into that way, then lots of reagent we must have to use. But Smith give a simplest way to convert amine to convert carboxylic acid to amine by using just these two reagents. Okay, so this is very important reaction to convert carboxylic acids to amine in one step reaction. Now properties of amine. Amine compound contains RNH2. This is alkyl group, hydrocarbon. So it will be hydrophobic in nature. Hydrophobic in nature, so they will not go to soluble in water. Not soluble in water, but they are soluble. This amine compound, they are soluble in water. Question is what? Though they contain alkyl group, but still they get soluble in water. Why? Because of this NH2 group. Because this NH2 group will participate in hydrogen bonding with water molecules. This NH2 group will participate like that way. So lone pair, it can also make bond with the or like that way or. So both hydrogen, nitrogen can make hydrogen bonding with water molecules, and because of this hydrogen bonding, they get soluble in water. The most important properties of amine, they are basic in nature. Why they are basic in nature? Because they have a lone pair or nitrogen atom, which they donate, and because of this donation of lone pair, they becomes basic in nature. Now we will compare among different kinds of amine like 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree amine, which are more basic, or aromatic compounds. We will compare with different kinds of aromatic compounds. We will compare aromatic with aliphatic. Now let's see. These are amine compounds, they have lone pair, so this lone pair will donate, and because of this donation, they are basic in nature. Now, if we have 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree amine, 1 degree amine means R CH2 NH2, 2 degree amine R NH R, 3 degree amine R N. This is 1 degree amine, 2 degree amine, 3 degree amine. So every nitrogen has lone pair. So because of this lone pair, that becomes basic. Now which one is more basic? If you compare, which one will be more basic in nature? See, this is an alkyl group, so they have their properties to donate electron, which we will call Plaza effect. So because of this Plaza effect, the electron density on this nitrogen atom will increase. Okay. Now in this case, there is 2 alkyl groups. So this nitrogen atom will get electron from this alkyl group and also from this alkyl group. So electron density at this carbon will be little more greater from this nitrogen atom. And in case of this nitrogen atom, the electron density will be most because of this 3 Plaza effect from 3 alkyl groups. So this nitrogen atom has more electron density, so it has a greater tendency to donate electron, and because of this donation, because of this tendency to donate electron, its basicity will be more than this one, than this one, because we know more the availability of lone pair more, they can donate electron at a more easiest way, so basicity will be more. Now the problem is that in solution, in aqueous solution, the situation becomes reverse. How? In aqueous solution, what happens? This is primary amine. If you dissolving it in water, then it will convert into R NH3 positive, because it will be it is a base, and because of this presence, because of the presence of this base, the water will be, it will act as an acid, so it will take H plus from water molecules and it will convert it into salt. Now this salt will stabilized. This salt will stabilized by hydrogen bonding with water molecules like that. So as it contains 3 hydrogens, so there will be 3 hydrogen bonding. There will be a 3 hydrogen bonding. Now this is the 1 degree amine. So in case of 1 degree amine, the conjugate acid is stabilized by 3 hydrogen bonding. Now let's see for 2 degree amine. 2 degree. It will convert into R2NH2 positive. That means 2 hydrogen is there, so it will make hydrogen bond with water molecules. So there is 2 hydrogen bonding. So if we compare which conjugate acid is more stable, we will say this one is more stable, because it forms more number of hydrogen bonding. That's why it is more stable. As it is more stable, so it can donate lone pair at a faster rate. So its basicity will be more. In case of 3 degree, and positive, there will be 1 hydrogen. So it will make only 1 hydrogen bonding. So it has the least number of hydrogen bonding. So it will be least stable. So because of this least stability, it will not have a tendency to donate lone pair, because after donating its loose acid, its conjugate acid will be least stable, and because of this it will not have a tendency to donate electron. That's why its basicity will be less. If we compare 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree, so here basicity will be 1 degree more, then 2 degree, then so this is the final order in aqueous solution. But in experimental results, it has been found that the basicity of amine compounds are like that. Okay. Now we will compare with aromatic amine. Now we will compare with aromatic amine. Look at here. This lone pair are in conjugation with the pi bond of benzene ring, so it will undergoes in resonance in the benzene nucleus, and because of this resonance, the lone pair on the nitrogen atom will not be available. Okay, so if the lone pair is not available on this nitrogen atom, so how it will donate? So its tendency to donate the lone pair will reduce, and because of this reduction, its basicity will be less. Okay, its basicity will be less. Now here this lone pair will not participate in any kind of resonance, because there is no such kind of any conjugation, so it will not undergoes any kind of resonance. So the lone pair will be available on the nitrogen atom. Again, the electron density will increase by the Plaza effect of this alkyl group, and because of this Plaza effect, the electron density will increase. So its donation of lone pair will be much more. That's why basicity of aliphatic amine is always greater than aromatic amine. Okay. Now if we compare with aromatic compound, different kinds of aromatic compounds like that. So here there is one benzene ring, there is two benzene ring with this nitrogen atom, and there is three benzene ring with this nitrogen atom. Now this lone pair will undergoes in resonance towards this benzene ring. This lone pair will go this way and this way. This lone pair will go this way, and this way. So the availability of lone pair will be less in this case because it has a greater number of benzene ring. So it will participate in resonance with a greater extent compared to this one. So the lone pair of this nitrogen atom will be less. The electron density of this nitrogen atom will be less. Okay, and the electron density of this nitrogen atom will be greater compared to these three. Compared to these three, the lone pair will be greater because it will participate in resonance with only one benzene ring. It will participate with two benzene ring. It will participate with three benzene ring. Okay, so the availability of lone pair will be more available. More available means donation tendency will be more. So basicity will be more. So the order will be 1 greater than 2 greater than 3. Okay. Now next example, if you have this cyclohexane ring and this benzene ring. Now here the lone pair will not participate in any kind of resonance because there is no such pi bond, but the lone pair of this nitrogen atom will participate in resonance. So here lone pair will be available. So here lone pair will be available because it will not participate in any kind of resonance. So more available, so it has a greater tendency to donate electrons, so its density will be more. Okay. So electron withdrawing group and electron releasing group. So it will donate electrons. The electron density will enhance here because of this electron donation by such kind of groups. For example, CH3, OH, OCH3, NH2. They are electron releasing group. So if such kind of group is present on the benzene nucleus, then they will donate electron towards the benzene ring. Then this lone pair will be more available because the benzene nucleus is getting electron from this group. So this electron will not come in the resonance, or it will be less tendency to come in the resonance. But here electron, in case of electron withdrawing group like NO2, COOH, aldehyde or ketone. So in presence of such kind of electron withdrawing group, the electron density will come towards this group. So the electron density will reduce in the benzene ring, then the lone pair will come in the benzene ring at a faster rate because whatever electron is there, they will go towards this electron withdrawing group. So the benzene nucleus, so the electron will come at a faster rate towards the benzene ring. So the lone pair at this nitrogen atom will not be available to donate. That's why its basicity will be less and its basicity will be more. Because this one will not come. This one will have a less tendency to come in the benzene nucleus. So the lone pair will be more available compared to this one. As the lone pair is more available, so it has a greater tendency to donate. So its basicity will be more. Hofmann aminolysis reaction. So let's see what happens in these reactions. This is aniline. So if you react with methyl iodide, how this lone pair will attack this methyl group, then iodine will goes. Then if you use again the CH3I, then you will get again the lone pair will attack here, this iodine will leave. So now you have NCH3 CH3 again. So the reaction will continuously move until it has lone pair. Now look at here, it does not have any lone pair, so the reaction will stop at here. Okay, so this is Hofmann aminolysis reaction. Next one is acetylation reaction. That means acetyl, you can introduce acetyl group into the amine compounds. How? This is acetyl group. Okay, now you can introduce this acetyl group RNHCO CH3 plus HCl. It will take H from here. Okay, so this is acetylation. Or you can also use CH3COO CO CH3. This is acetic anhydride. Acetic anhydride. So the lone pair will attack here, and this group will goes out. Then you will have RNHCO CH3 plus CH3 COOH. This oxygen will take H plus from here. So it will convert into acid. Now this is the acetylation. So by this way we can introduce acetyl group into the NH2 group. Next one is benzoylation. We can also introduce benzoyl group into the amine compounds. This is benzoyl group and its name is benzoyl chloride. Benzoyl chloride. So the lone pair will attack to this carbon center and chlorine will goes. Leave the. Then we will have NHCO. Okay, or we can also prepare it from so the lone pair will attack here, this oxygen will go, then we will have this product. So this is the way to introduce benzoyl group into the amine group. So 1 degree amine you will have alcohol. For 2 degree amine there will be a nitroso compound. For 3 degree alcohol, for 3 degree amine there will be a salt of nitro having nitrite group having with this nitrogen atom. This reaction is called carbyl amine reaction. So NH2 group you can convert into isocyanide compound. I have shown the mechanism in the previous class. So those who have not seen the previous lecture, please go and you will found the mechanism of this reaction. How this NH2 group is converted into the isocyanide group. This is very interesting reaction because by using this reaction we can also identify whether any compound contains amine group or not. Okay, because this cyanide compounds has a very bad smell, and this is a identification smell. Okay, so if any compound contains NH2 group and if you add these reagents, then you will have a bad smell of isocyanide, and by this reaction you can identify whether any compound contains amine group or not. Here what happens, this NH2 group with CS2 carbon disulfide, it will convert into NHCSH double bond S. How it converts? C double bond S double bond S. So lone pair will attack, this will go and this will take the H plus. from this nitrogen, or you can also relate this way. So this hydrogen will go towards into this sulfur atom. Now if you add HgCl2, then it will convert into R and double bond C double bond S. How it converts? It will convert H. This will come and this one will go. Okay, so that is alkyl isothiocyanide compound, and it has a smell like mustard. It has a smell like mustard oil. Okay, so this is mustard oil reaction. On reaction with carbon disulfide, it will produce such compound. Then if we use mercuric chloride, then it will convert into alkyl isothiocyanide, and its smell is like mustard oil. That's why the reaction named as mustard oil reaction. Now reaction with KMnO4. So these are 1 degree amine having 1 alkyl group with this carbon, having 2 alkyl group with this carbon, having 3 alkyl group with this carbon. Okay, so if we use KMnO4 with this compound, then this group will convert into aldehyde group, and for this one will convert into CO group, and this one will convert into this one group. See how? So by using KMnO4, you will have different kinds of products for different kinds of substrate. Now for 2 degree amine, this one converts and dimerizes together. Okay, and for 3 degree amine, if we use KMnO4, then the reaction will not occur. And by using H2SO5, you can introduce a oxygen on this nitrogen atom. Okay, so this is the reaction with KMnO4. Now Hinsberg test. The reagent for this test is benzene sulfonyl chloride. This is the structure, benzene SO2Cl. Now the use of this test, we can differentiate between 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree amine by adding this reagent. So if we add this reagent, benzene sulfonyl chloride, with 1 degree amine, then you will have a precipitate. Then if you add KOH on this precipitate, it will get soluble. Okay, then after adding dilute HCl, the precipitate will appear again. Okay, but in case of 2 degree, in case of 2 degree amine, after adding this reagent, precipitate will appear. Then on adding KOH, the precipitate will becomes insoluble, and HCl, after adding HCl, there will be no change. Okay, and in case of 3 degree, there will be no reaction. Okay, so we have a 3 glass of amine. We have a 3 glass of amine, and we are adding reagents. In case of 3 degree, after adding the SOCl2 reaction, in case of 3 degree amine, there will be no reaction, so we can differentiate in first step. And in case of 1 degree and second degree, 1 degree and 2 degree amine, we can confirm in the second step, because after adding KOH, there will be no, the precipitate will not soluble, and in case of 1 degree amine, the precipitate will get soluble. So in the second step, we can confirm that whether which one is 1 degree, which one is 2 degree. Okay, so this is about aliphatic amine. In the next class, we will discuss about aromatic amine. Okay, thank you.